What's up, MVP? Welcome to a belated Halloween edition of Johnny Brento's JuJu. There's a lot going on with Johnny Brento. I'm sure you're interested in hearing about it. We just finished up on Robert W. Fillion's Athena. We basically just went and did the behind-the-scenes videos and hung out a bunch. It wasn't quick. It was a pretty big shoot. Many days. I was there, I think all but one of them maybe. At which time I had a performance with my band, so I couldn't make that one Saturday. But it was a really cool experience. Really great to see everybody and hang out and work with everyone and watch Robert do his thing. Of course, I've made no secret about thinking that Robert's probably the best DP around, and anytime I can go watch him work, it's a good thing because I learn. And I'm all about, improving myself at my art as well. So that guy's a great resource. Hey, dude, tell me something cool about this camera or this technique you're using over here, and he's always willing to do it, so that's great. Thanks, Robert. Now that that's wrapped up, what am I doing? Well, I'm working on, of course, the Ghost screening we just had, which I thought was a huge success. We had about 45 people come out to my home theater, which I'll be honest with you is about twice as many as I expected, so that's cool. It was great to kind of be there with the folks that acted in it and get their reactions. That was a lot of fun, and so thanks everyone who came for coming, and those of you who couldn't, I'm sure you would have liked to, but maybe we can get you guys at a future screening. That'd be great. So we're making a few, minor adjustments to some video components that were too bright or too dark or whatever, and then basically just waiting on the final score from Martin of Attrition in the UK, and I'm sure based on what he's provided previously for us for Parts of Sea for Chaos, it's going to be incredible because I really think his music is something else. It's not, he doesn't have a lot of peers in his genre, so that's cool. I think it'll really elevate the project overall, and we're just chuffed to bits to hear it, because it's anything that makes your work seem more professional or at a higher level. Of course, we're incredibly excited for that. So over the next couple weeks, we'll probably be taking a week or two off from work on the actual Ghost DVD, putting all that together. Meaning the DVD that you'll be able to buy on Amazon or wherever. And hopefully even a Blu-ray if we can make that happen. We definitely have enough behind the scenes and extras to do a Blu-ray, so I'm excited about the potential perhaps to do that. But right now the priority for me is getting Indigo Child completely finished. Here's where we stand on that. The edit is final, with the exception of I'm rebuilding the title sequences with actual video footage. One of the problems when we actually shot Indigo Child, apart from just the crazy tight schedule, was that the leaves hadn't really turned yet at that particular time. It was a warmer winter last year, and at that time of the month, which was actually the week before Halloween, I believe, I might be wrong about that, but it was around the Halloween time. Last year, the leaves hadn't, gotten to their full fall colors. So I went back to Gold Hill actually yesterday and caught the leaves in their most amazing brilliance. A lot of them fallen, and I took a few static shots to put over or underneath rather the opening titles. The opening titles actually tell a bit of backstory. A lot of folks will miss that on the first time through, but it's one of those things where if you watch it again, you'll go, oh, well, that makes sense now, So hopefully that'll just be enhanced by the fall foliage and getting Gold Hill really at its most Halloweeny, if you will, when it just really looks like it's the season that Indigo Child is set in. So, and there were still some green leaves there, so it wasn't a complete departure from the way it looked when we did shoot the film there. It's just a little bit more fall colors, and I felt like it was important enough to go do it, and ultimately I hope that it enhances the film for everybody. So Todd and I did that yesterday, and it was good to get it out of the way because I've been thinking about it for a while. I tried to do it last week, but it actually rained all week, and then we were involved in getting ready for a performance. On that note, I'm having a bit of a revival with my band Absolute Zero. That's also an MVP, Todd, Britt, and Jeremy Mullis, which you guys might know from the sets. Jeremy's been around helping a lot, and of course Todd is our makeup guy. We were in a band for about 8 years, and 8 or 9 years, and then just kind of like got heavier into other things and sort of parted ways with our then drummer. And I've been looking for an opportunity to go back and just kind of make sure all that music got recorded, and I just felt like we never really reached our potential, because it's original music I'm talking about. We're not playing covers. I mean, we play a few covers, but I mean, we're not a cover band. So of course I'm deeply connected to those songs because I wrote them. Todd and I wrote them. It's something that I always wanted a chance to go back and, you know, given better ability like I have now. I mean, I've been playing 10 years longer, so you know, really do justice to all that music. And also, now that I'm set up to get better media, of course I want to have, you know, videos and whatnot of all performances that I possibly can, and that's one of the things I always try to do. I remember being, you know, chided about always bringing a video camera back in the day, and of course the video cameras then were primitive. They all had mono microphones, and it just sounded awful on video. Lots of times didn't look great either, but then, you know, when it was over, you start hearing everybody say, oh man, I wish we had a video of this or that show we did. And you know, we played dozens and dozens and dozens of shows, so I only had like a small percentage of those actually on video. And at this time, I'm really trying to make a solid effort to get some sort of media from every show, even if it's just photographs, but I do try to video every single one. So it's not vanity, guys. I just want an accounting of that, because I know that this live performance thing won't last forever, because frankly, it's hard to get support for it. You don't really get paid for it. I mean, by the time you factor in all the gear you have to buy to go out and set up a PA, this is Gizmo, by the way. Say hello. You're actually paying to play, really, most of the time. So, you know, I just want to have like an account of it and a recording of it, and I ultimately try to produce a DVD, you know, like an author DVD of every single one. I can't always do that. I can usually at least get like some sort of little Nero DVD, but like in the case of this recent Halloween shows that we played 2 shows the weekend before Halloween. One was a festival, a charity thing in the park. The other was an actual Halloween bash. I actually have edited those together and put on a really nice DVD, which I'll be able to share with everybody. Anybody that wants a copy can get it. But I'm also playing with our old drummer from Meringue, Will Sutton, has a band called Looking for Finland with this guy Brian Lowe, and I play bass for them. And you know, in that I'm just basically just showing up and filling a role, so it's a lot easier. I practice with him typically 1 day a week, and but it's been fun because he plays a completely different kind of music than I do. I guess it's pop punk, and it's fun to go and play bass. Bass for me is like just kind of an easier role, really. Guitar, you really got to think about, especially if it's something with alternate tunings and capos and whatnot. Bass, not so much. It's easier for me. It's funny because I've heard the exact opposite argument from Todd all the time, that bass is so much harder, you know. And I guess it's just a matter of perspective, whatever you're most comfortable on. Of course, for me, I'm more comfortable with the guitar. But I've been having a lot of fun with that, and I'm planning to continue sharing clips from that with you guys in these Johnny Brento's JuJu articles, because you know, I'm sort of required to do these, so it's not all one person contributing to the site, and I don't always have movie-related stuff, so that just gives me more content, you know, to pop on there and share with you guys. I'll close by saying that I had the most amazing idea for a zombie short that came to me as a complete story, which I'll be sharing news about that in the future, but I woke up really excited about it, so I just wanted to mention it. But apart from that, just keep on reaching for the stars, and keep your feet on the ground, and you know, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next Johnny Brento's JuJu.
Hello, mutants. I'm Utisha, the movie goddess, and you're watching Mutant TV.